First off, I want you to start looking at things like marriage as an investment, because every single thing I could tell you about investing in a stock actually applies at the same level when you talk about investing in a person. Almost every single concept. But outside of that, everything involving expected return, due diligence, risk reward trade off, all these things that you use to analyze a stock can also be done when you talk about analyzing a relationship. People that buy and hold, that are able to hold on to something during the tough times and the good times, do better than people who just sell, when times get bad. So like in the stock market, if you sell every time the market gets choppy, then you're not going to get the same wealth that someone gets if they know how to pick a portfolio and stay with it through time. So with marriage, you have good times and bad times, good years and bad years, and the people that can sit on that stage. Everybody that was on that stage pretty much it was mostly, I think it was built for mostly brothers. It was all brothers on the stage. Every one of those men had been married to their wives for at least 10 years. I want you to just think about that. Think about just that imagery of black men on a stage who take pride in being husbands and fathers and leaders of their household. That doesn't get seen very much. They sort of surrender to the idea that black people are inferior and incapable of building anything that's functional, and that's a problem. So one thing he mentioned that I thought was so perfect was he talked about setting examples, examples through culture. So we understand that concept of shadowing and mentorship and learning by observing when it comes to our job, but we don't translate that when it comes to learning about life and how to be successful in life, or we don't translate that when it comes to marriage, or translate that when it comes to family. That the child who has that father that's in the house that's functional and loves his mother, he's watching this every day, and he grows up and that becomes his model for how to conduct himself as a human being. So then you have to say, well, what happens when we let these people that decided to take over our culture tell us that most children should not grow up in a household with a man. That it should be a household with a mother who may be sad or struggling. In many cases, when you hear athletes talk about their mother, there's usually a struggle story to go with it, and she's struggling because of the absence of a man, or maybe men have come and go, and that's it. So then he learns, okay, this is what men do. Men don't stick around. Men don't stick with anything. Men don't follow through. Men are not consistent. Men just sort of jump around from woman to woman, etc. So you're having this sort of break, this sort of fork in the road in culturally.